8 most creative entrepreneurs in history. What do these creative entrepreneurs, who have made significant contributions and evocative impressions in history, have in common? They are inventors and innovators. The creative entrepreneurs that you will see are either inventors or innovators or both. Their creations have left such a huge impact even long after they died or stepped away, and they have stopped to be involved with their inventions or innovations. Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison will forever be known as the one who invented the incandescent light bulb and the phonograph, and the one who said the famous quote, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." His first innovation, at the age of 22, was the universal stock printer, a stock ticker that is also said to be the first broadcast system to run on electricity. He continued to invent and even dip his toes in various industries, such as mining, mass communication, military weapons, and movies. Alexander Graham Bell. At a young age, he showed an amazing ability to experiment and solve issues, and a desire to study sound and a human voice. When he moved to Canada in 1870, he took it as the focus of his attention. By joining forces with an electrician named Thomas Watson, they successfully created the first voice transmitting device, the telephone, in 1876. The success of this invention led Bell to establish the Bell Telephone Company. Steve Jobs. He was only 21 years old when he and his partner Steve Wozniak founded Apple in their family garage. They shared a love for electronics and computer design, and their vision was to make computing more accessible to more users by creating a user-friendly computer and cheaper than others at that time. Their first products, Apple I and Apple II, were successes, but the next products were not that much. Jobs was out with Apple, so he quit in 1985. He proceeded to his ventures, such as the creation of Pixar Animation Studios. Jobs returned to Apple as CEO in 1997 as the company began its golden age. Walt Disney. Walter Disney spent his younger years drawing and painting pictures and selling them to friends and neighbors. He took this further by taking formal drawing and photography classes. His work history includes being a contributing cartoonist for a local newspaper, making commercials using cutout animation, and also an ambulance driver for the Red Cross during a short stay in France. Walter and his brother opened up the Disney Brothers studio. They had met a few snags at first, but it wasn't until Walt created Mickey Mouse that everything took off. Bill Gates. Most of the world knows that Bill Gates as one of the richest men alive, and that he amassed his wealth from having created Microsoft, which is undeniably the largest software company in the world. At a very young age, Gates started to be interested in computer programming, pursuing it in college. It was still during his high school years when he went to a business in partnership with his friend and schoolmate, Paul Allen. They created a traffic pattern monitoring computer program called Trafodata, until Gates decided to quit Harvard to set up a company called Microsoft. This was in 1975. Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is credited as one of the pioneers of e-commerce when he founded Amazon.com, initially as an online bookstore. He worked for a while on Wall Street and even became the youngest vice president of a Wall Street investment firm. But that wasn't where his interest lies, so he quit his job and took a risk. He started to develop Amazon.com. Amazon.com officially opened on July 16, 1995, and became a worldwide sensation in just over a month. Larry Page. Google is one of today's most famous icons and brands. The creative entrepreneur behind this phenomenon is Larry Page, undisputedly one of the best internet entrepreneurs ever seen in the world of computing. He is, first and foremost, a computer scientist who studied computer engineering at Stanford University. Together with his friend Sergey Brin, Page set up a search engine that listed results according to the popularity of the pages. That was early in 1998, and they called it Google. Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg is the most popular internet figure, founded today's growing social networking website, Facebook. He has been one of the youngest billionaires in the world. While studying at Harvard, he continued to develop software and programs, and in June 2004, he and his friends launched Facebook from his Harvard apartment. Enjoyed the video so far? Don't forget to press the like button, it greatly helps out the channel. And also subscribe and click the notification bell icon for more content like this.